I remember back a long time ago, things were awfully different, you know. I could ramble round through any old kind of town, but the one that I remember best, he's long since gone to rest. He was a man that I loved so. He took me in one rainy day and raised me like a son. I won't forget till my dying day what old Judge Burroughs done. No one knew where he come from, no one can except me. Old Judge Burroughs was a funny old man, but he meant all the world to me. People laugh when he'd walk by, a funny old man they said. He wouldn't say nothing, just a big old smile and gently nod his head. No one knew where he come from, no one can except me. Old Judge Burroughs was a funny old man, but he meant all the world to me. He never spoke his whole life through, I never heard a word. He could make his fiddle talk like something you've never heard. No one knew where he come from, no one can except me. Old Judge Burroughs was a funny old man, but he meant all the world to me. When he played, the woods would sing and fill your hearts with joy. He'd even make the mountains ring when he played that soldier boy. No one knew where he come from, no one can except me. Old Judge Burroughs was a funny old man, but he meant all the world to me. Then one day the wind it died, took old Judd away. Wherever my old friend is now, he's playing there today. It's many years since I've been back, while traveling on my way. But sometimes on a summer's night, I hear his fiddle play. I hear his fiddle play. Like I said before, if you have any requests, not everything we're going to do tonight is going to be put down on tape or anything, or put on a record. We're just going to try and salvage what we can from it afterwards. This Stairway to Heaven, it's one of my favorite. Any more? Stairway to Heaven? Okay, we know how to do that one, sure. That's the Ottawa Valley. Ted Zeppelin, all them lads do. Never mind your flaccid rock. Earth, Wind and Tires and all them lads. Don't need that. Damn sure. Tell you right now. You can't beat the old tunes. Time to rock her down on the old pine floor and let her fly, lad. Wind her up, let her go. By G. Get that there rock and roll stuff. Like Delmer Fennell's lad there from the third line. Went to Ottawa there, went to go to university, got on the dope there. Oh Christ, smoking heroin, shooting marijuana in his arm there. Oh, he's just a jellyhead now. Not good for nothing. Works in the government there. Lad's not good anymore. Up in the head there. You bet, up the line, the Ottawa Valley. We're going to do one now that was a big hit in England and never made it over here, and we thought it would sound nice bluegrass style. We'll get John to sing it. This one's entitled The Streets of London.
Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, picking up the papers with his worn out shoe? In his eyes there is no pride, and hung loosely by his side yesterday's papers telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me you're lonely? Don't say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. In the all-night cafe at 11:15, Same old man sitting there on his own, looking at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each cup lasts an hour and he wanders home alone. So how can you tell me you're lonely? Don't say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man outside the seaman's mission? Memories fading with the metal ribbons that he wears. In our winter city, the rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me you're lonely? Don't say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Thank you very much.
Okay, this is, I want everybody here to remember back when you went to your very first dance. I don't care where the dance was held. Well, I know where it was held. It was always held in one of three places: the church basement, the community center, or the sweaty old school gym, right? Of course, your dad had to drive you down there, but you got him to let you off a block away so the guys didn't see you with your dad. And you'd walk into the dance and all the girls would line up on one wall, all the guys would line up on the other wall. Nobody'd dance. But they always had a convener who thought he was the kid's pal, and he'd say something inspiring like, "Hey kids, let's dance." And everybody stood around, you know, "Stupid jerk, I don't want to dance." And they try and trick you into dancing. There was all these dances. There was a spot dance, a tag dance, a Mexican hat dance, a bunny hop, a snowball, a Sadie Hawkins. My favorite was a snowball. That's where you pick two people to start dancing. Then when they take the arm off the record player, they each go get a new partner. And they keep doing that. And if you're mathematically inclined, within a decade, everybody was up dancing. Well, sometimes they used to let a member of the crowd pick the people to start. And when it was my turn, I'd pick the two worst-looking slobs in the room. I'd say something like, "Would Chesley Dredge-Liver and Bertha Buttcrack please start off this next dance?" And these two poor embryos would waddle out in the middle of the floor and lock tentacles. 742 quivering pounds of human flesh. Of course, the guy in the record player's clued in. He put on 3 albums and go for luncheon, or out there for about an hour. And everybody's laughing, just like last week. Then eventually the convener would figure out how to get everybody up dancing. He'd dim the lights and put on a clinch song. Now you guys remember the clinch song. You didn't really dance. Your feet were nailed to the floor. You just held the girl really tight and went... It was love. You were 11. Couldn't figure out how come you walked funny after the dance. Or you might have been a rookie and worn the rubber sole shoes. So let us go back now to those happy jocular times when you were dancing in the gym to Bill Monroe and the Belmonts.
It almost breaks my heart, 'cause I'm so afraid that we may have to part. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? I shed a tear for nobody but you. I'd be a lonely boy if you would say we're through. If you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. I'll just stay here, darling, and keep on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love? Woo!
Yes, it takes you back there. I remember those days really well. Like a drive-in movie. Drive-in movies haven't changed. I went to one this summer. They're the same as they ever were. You get there a little early, you know, and trunks are opening. 8 guys getting out, 1 girl, a case of beer. And horns going, lights flashing on and off. And it's always the same. 10 minutes till showtime. Hot dog, it's a Shopsy hot dog. It's a Shopsy hot dog. It's a Shopsy Shopsy. 9 minutes till showtime.
Pizza. Original crispy style pizza. We start with fresh made dough, a little oregano, tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese. Pop it in the oven, serve piping hot to your car.
The show starts in 5 minutes. Will Jerry Lalonde come to the concession stand? Jerry Lalonde come to the concession stand? The show starts in 3 minutes. Please do not throw rubber objects out the window. They choke the watchdog, thank you. Yes, sir. Immensely fun things. Okay, we had somebody ask for a mandolin song. This one's about a river. And a river some people may know. The name of the river is Madawaska. Well, what else do we do here? Ah, yes, an old traditional duet. You don't hear too many duets anymore, and we thought we'd revive one of them. Brian and I are going to do this number, 9-Pound Hammer. Yes, it's a song about a hammer. We used to have great topics to write about back then. I'm going to write one about a saw, put this to shame. A drill.
Yeah, 8-ounce saw. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
They knew something about work, which is something I don't think anybody in this group knows anything about.
Oh, Mr. Philosopher, here we go.
Yeah, well, they really worked. They sweated, toiled.
9-pound Black and Decker.
Here we go. 9-Pound Hammer. For my size, roll on, buddy, don't roll, hey, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? I'm going on the mountain, gonna see my baby. But I ain't coming back, but I ain't coming back.
wheels won't go. Now when I'm long, you can make my tunes go. Out of number nine code, out of number nine code. Roll on, roll, but don't roll it slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go?
Well, we better end off this recording right now. John's had his hand up for the last two numbers, and I don't think it can last much longer. We'll do a gospel song and send it out to you, the members of the crowd. We've had a great time here this evening. This one's entitled, You've Gotta Walk That Lonesome Valley.
You gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it by yourself. Nobody here can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself. There's a road that leads you to glory on a mountain not far away. Nobody here can walk it for you. They can only show you the way. You gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it by yourself. Nobody here can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself. Some say Paul was a Baptist. Some say Paul was a Jew. But Paul, the Bible tells us that old Paul was a preacher too. You gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it by yourself. Nobody here can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself. You gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it by yourself. Nobody here can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself.
Thank you.
Northern moon keep flying high
Well, I might as well introduce the guys then to you. That's I see a lot of girls here stag tonight looking at these guys going, huh, don't see many of them. And you don't. They're a vanishing species. I'm going to start off with the far right over there. He's from Metropolis. That's Clark Kent. And actually, he's Larry Miller from Montreal on the 5-string banjo. He worked for 4 years down at the Rialto Theatre refilling the mustard bowl. And now he's here to play for you. Give him a nice round of applause. Larry Miller on the banjo. Now, something you got to learn. We have this down to an art. When you applaud, if I go like this, we have normal applause. Go like that, thunderous applause. And I go like that, you stop. So we'll try it off on the next victim here. Here he is from the great town of Toronto, some mission city west of here. His favorite color is black and blue. His favorite drink is Aqua Velva. On guitar, please welcome John Partridge. Okay, where is he? He's back here. Stand up there. Here he is. He's more dangerous than one-ply toilet tissue.
This is useless.
He's from Kirkland Lake, wherever that is, and Northern Ontario. A really good fiddler. Nice round of applause for Paul Menard. Okay, who else do we have here? Oh, yes, back here on the bass we got Larry's sister, Lois, and one of the ugliest girls we've ever seen. Actually, this is Larry's real-life brother, and he's from Montreal, too. They grew up together. Please welcome, on the bass, Dick Miller. Keeping you going here. What's that? Here he comes. We found him. He found him in a mushroom in the woods there. He was the smallest member of the group. This is Brian Riseborough. He comes from Guelph. We thought Guelph was a vegetable. And it's not, it's a city. People who come from there are vegetables. So please welcome on guitar, Brian Riseborough. Here he comes, Mr. America. There he is. He's also from Guelph. He graduated from the Guelph Agricultural School. I'd like to, mental illness strikes every 3 minutes. He's playing the 6-string bozo, strange guitar, 47 Studebaker hubcap in the middle of it. He's ready to roll. From Montreal, fine Dobro player, Guy Carpenter. Excellent job, excellent job.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll soon notice during the course of the evening that nobody gets to say a word up here except this. Now, actually, we're extremely lucky to have this in our possession today because we had a call from Mayor Depot in Montreal last night wanting to see if he could buy Michael's mouth to cover the Olympic Stadium. Anyway, would you welcome, please, the world's first graduate of the Rito Bakery Cream Puff Plan, world champion eater, Mr. Michael O'Reilly.
Always enjoyed your joke, John. This may turn into a telethon.
It was a cold December morning. The rain had just turned to snow when farther on down in the valley that lonesome old whistle did blow. The train pulled into the station. The special was always on time. He pressed his face close to the window. Her letter, it ran through his mind. I'll always love you, my darling. I'll wait for you through the years. I know we'll be reunited. There'll be no more heartaches and tears. 10 long years in prison. 10 long years he'd done. Every day platform, it was empty. There wasn't a soul around. He gathered his earthly possessions and walked through the streets of the town. He heard the bells a-ringing. Old memories stirred deep inside. The doors of the church flew open, and out stepped the groom and the bride. His sweetheart, she was laughing. She seemed so happy and gay. He stood in the crowd and he watched her, for this was her wedding day. 10 long years in prison, 10 long years he'd done. Every day he read her letter. Now the day of reunion had come. Now the day of reunion was done.
Some people think bluegrass is 5 guys sharing a sinus, but that's not always true. You know, some guy up there singing way high. Sometimes it can be very soft and slow and lyrical stuff you dance to. So we'd like to do one of those numbers for you right now. This one's entitled Out on the Ocean.
And I wonder, little darling, if you ever think of me. I'm just an old true lover, Lord, traveling through this world alone. And I have no mom or daddy through this life. Always wrong. Do you remember, little darling, Lord, just how much I cared for you? Now you've gone away and left me. Yes, you proved to be untrue. Listen to my daddy, I would be at home
today. Okay, we'd like to do a song we wrote. This is one of our favorites. It tells a story once again. It's entitled Walk on Willie.
The snow was gently falling on the mountains around. Hot fires were burning as the sun went down. And somewhere Willie was walking alone through the night. For Willie, the war was over. Willie fought his last fight. Walk on, Willie, through the rain and snow, back to the home you left behind. Walk on, Willie, let the cold winds blow. Only God knows what you'll find. been slowly dying as he lay on the ground. But the winds of war have blown over, and the South shall rise no more. He's thinking only of the home place and the dear ones round the door. Walk on, Willie, through the rain and snow, back to the home you left behind. Walk on, Willie, let the cold winds blow, only God knows what you'll find. But the cabin stands no longer, no fire burning bright. The pines have long since grown over, and the wind moans through the night. And only the old folks remember the tale of Willie long ago. But in the cold winds of each November, softly Willie comes and goes. Walk on, Willie, through the rain and snow, back to the home you left behind. Walk on, Willie, let the cold winds blow, only God knows what you'll find. Only God knows what you'll find. Only God can free your mind.
Oh yeah, remember this program wouldn't be possible without a word from our sponsor, so we're going to do it for you right now. Oh, for your pet, you better get Dr. Ballard's doggy food today. For every dog and cat and rabbit rat, Dr. Ballard's doggy food today. Yes, friends, Dr. Ballard's doggy food for all the finest food your dog or cat could eat. Made of the finest products that we can be known to man. Finest horse flesh, any kind of flesh we can get our hands on. So remember, you give your dog some of this and you won't get bitten. For your pet, you better get Dr. Ballard's doggy food today. For every dog and cat and rabbit rat, Dr. Ballard's doggy food today. We'll do one entitled More Often Than Once in a While. This was written by a friend of ours in Montreal. More often than once in a while. Well, every time I hear your name, I remember who's to blame. How that I was the first to be untrue. You learn to pray to God above when you lose the one you love. And I know I was to blame for losing you. It starts with just a careless flirt, but you don't know how much you hurt the one and only love that's really in your heart. The way I cheated was a shame. Now you no longer wear my name. I did so many years we've been apart. I still remember the sound of your voice, dear, and the thrill of your sweet angel smile. And though you're gone, yet you're still in my mind. I miss you, darling, more often than once in a while. Remember the sound of your voice, dear, and the thrill of your sweet angel smile. And though you're gone, yet you're still in my mind. I miss you, darling, more often
while.